So now that I figured out how to get this thing set up, I thought it would be nice for you to see how you set it up for a night of observing. So here I am right now removing the tie downs for the cover, and it's fairly just reversing the process when I put the cover on. But now we'll be setting up a Seestar S-30 inside the observatory and taking a couple of images. You just heard the Velcro released, and the tension just released on the cover, and everything is now going to get rather limp. So you just peel the cover off this way, and I'm just looking to see, try to remember which way I put it on, but apparently that's not important. So now just get it and fold it up. Keep it out of the way once you get everything folded. There we go. Now I just move this off to the side. And what I have to do next is get ready to put the Seestar in. But before I do that, I'm going to open it up. The door opens nicely, 2 zippers. And here comes the Seestar. I've already placed the... Whoops, what was that? God, everything's in the way. Let me just pick up these pieces here. That little white box-like thing I have in my hand, that's the telescope. That's the Seestar. So I'm now putting it inside. I'm going to attach it to the tripod, which is in there. And the wind is still blowing. So this is a good test for the structure tonight. And let's see, got everything attached. Yeah, looks like it's attached. So let me take a picture of what that looks like. And that's the assembly when it's sitting inside the observatory. So now getting ready to set up a plan in the Seestar app to photograph. We're going to look at the Orion Nebula and the Horsehead Nebula. So right now I'm just making sure that the Seestar is ready to go. I'm going to turn it on at this point. And so I'm crawling in there to push the on button. And once that's done, the app will take care of the exposure. So here is the Orion Nebula. It's about a half-hour exposure, and the Horsehead Nebula, the same thing. So now it's time to put everything back. So in goes the structural hoops for the roof. Get those in. And I'm doing this at night as well. I wanted to test out exactly how easily this can be put back on after a night of observing. And so now what I'm going to do is make sure the app is done. And here is the roof. I'm taking a look at it now, trying to match up the Velcros. And let's see, I have to make sure that the black side goes down and the silver side goes up, just the way it was earlier. So now I've attached it, figured out how that's going to happen. And again, this is a one-person job. Of course, it'd be a lot easier with more than one person, but it can be done. And here I go, flipping that over the hoops. Oh, almost. There we go. Getting it now. There we go. A little bit more. So I crawl inside now and pull it over the rest of the way. It's a little crazy trying to figure out if I've got everything draped properly. And it looks like it's working. So here I go, getting it over. Notice how that's falling in. So not a problem. Just pull on the other end and gently pull it over the hoops. And the hoops stay in place fairly well, so that's a good thing. So now here I go, getting everything set up. Now I come out and attach all the lines that I need attached. By the way, in a moment, I'm going to show you exactly the test against light pollution that I put this thing through, and it's rather interesting because it worked rather well. I mean, it's a good structure and it did its job, and it's something like wow. Notice you can see the little observatory there and the glaring lights beaming into it. Hopefully, this was helpful, and have a great observing.